reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
I'm talking to the lead designer of this new MOBA that's currently in development, and I'm talking to...
Ben Rogers. I'm the lead game designer on Smashmuck Champions.
That's awesome. We're going to take a look at the game right now, and after that we'll be right back and talk to the lead designer himself.
Hey, I'm Ben Rogers. I'm the lead game designer on Smashmuck Champions. It's a new free-to-play MOBA. It's a much more action-packed MOBA than you've seen before, with quick matches. You've got a lot of action, really fast fights, and short, sweet gameplay. And right now we're doing, well, the game just ended, but we'll pick one up in a second. They're rolling through.
We can edit this out, no worries. So what kind of heroes do we have here?
Okay, so we got 22 champions currently, and we're always adding to the roster. And the one look up here is the Dr. Jennifer. We had the community design a champion last year at PAX with us, and that was the one they came up with, which is a fish scientist lady that transforms into a shark. So this year we're doing the same thing. It's going to be at the Arachnid Theater at 8:30. But we have a lot of community-driven feedback in our game. We've been in development just under 2 years now, but we've had a playable game for the community at about 8 months in, and we've just been iterating the heck out of it and changing the games that to suit our fan base, which is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work too, though. And so each champion's got 3 skills. This champion's a little special because she's got two different modes to be in. She can be in her shark or whatever, and then they've got 2 traits as well. You can customize your champions with unique outfits, weapons, and those weapons will modify how the champion fights in combat. It'll buff one of the skills, change some of how the attacks work, and sometimes it replaces the whole skill entirely, so you got a different set of skills to bring into battle, which is pretty cool. And this mode we're playing right now is the Plunder Ball mode. It's the 3 versus 3 Plunder Ball mode. There's a total of 7 maps and 5 different game modes. This is our shortest one that we have for display right now, but at the free play area tonight we're going to have all of them up for people to come in and play. This one's just a 3-point capture the flag, essentially. You grab the Plunder Ball. We've also got a mode called Conquest, which is it's a control point mode where you hold down points. And we've got one called a Siege mode, which is more typical with your tower defense type MOBAs. And then we've got our Destroyer mode, which is like a unique mode where both teams control a giant robot that they come to pummel each other to death, basically, and you have to fuel your robot to level it up. So you're scrambling to get these crystals throughout the map to make your robot more powerful for when they finally meet and start beating the crap out of each other.
It looks like it's more open, it's more arena and less lane based.
Yes, it's not a typical lane based fight. The closest one we have is a Siege map, which has two lanes. But it's different in that we've got towers, and we've also got a giant bomb in the middle that spawns. You can take and blow up towers. It gives you a couple extra goals to go after during the game.
Are you playing this? Are you playing with bots or are you playing with other people right now?
No, I got some problems here. I got the ball and I can't score. Hello.
You gotta get their ball back.
Huh?
You gotta get yours back.
I gotta get the ball back.
Yep, you got it already. Yeah. What was the question?
Are you playing with actual people or are you playing with bots? And is there a bot mode?
There are people playing right here, and there are bots that will come in after players drop. So if you're in a game and someone accidentally disconnects, a bot will take over for them until they can reconnect. So you can play a whole match with bots. These 2 are players, and that's probably a bot on that side right now.
So it's in development for 2 years, and how close are you now to an open beta?
Well, we've been in open alpha for a long time. We've been really open about our development process, so you can still get in it right now. We're just now in closed beta going on Steam tomorrow. So we're just opening up another access to be able to download the game. Yum, yum. So, this guy looks like he's dropped out, but that's fine. Gonna go get my plunder ball back.
So how many players in a team?
This mode has 3 players on the team, but we have the other modes vary from 3 to 5 players, so there's a variation. We've also got a co-op mode, which is just 3 players, where you're defending a point against a bunch of bots that spawn endless waves, like a horde mode.
And is it always 2 teams against each other, or are there 3-way, 4-way battles?
We've got a lot of feedback that we might be introducing more stuff like that. It's a little early to tell, but currently it's all just 2 teams.
For balancing, I think it would be easier for you guys to start with 2 teams.
Yeah, but we've got some feedback. The players want some sort of free-for-all mode, but we're going to have to test it. We work really quickly in terms of iterating new content to see if it'll work. So hopefully it's something in the pipe, and I'd like to see us do something like that.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, what sets this game apart from your typical MOBA?
Well, this MOBA is a lot more fast-paced than a typical MOBA you see out nowadays. It's more paced like a team-based first-person shooter, but with kind of MOBA controls. That's what I'd relate it to more than a typical MOBA. And we also got a bunch of unique, different game modes, as opposed to the typical 1 or 2 game modes that a MOBA has.
So, what game modes do you have?
We've got a Plunder Ball mode, which is a capture the flag style game mode. We've got a Conquest mode, which is a point capture and hold. We've also got a co-op mode, which is a horde mode. And
people are so friendly at PAX, but they're kind of camera blind. Okay.
I don't mind. So we got the Gauntlet mode, which is a horde mode, which you have to defend a point against a bunch of minions. And then we've got a siege mode, which is your tower defense, standard kind of MOBA mode. But we have a couple of neat twists in there. We've got a bomb that spawns. You can take it to people's bases and blow them up. And then we've got the Destroyer mode, which is our most unique game mode, where each team has a giant robot that will fight all the other champions on their team, and you've got to power up your giant robot to take out their giant robot before they blow up yours. So you can rush to capture crystals and bring them back to power your thing up, or you can just rush their guy and try to take him out before he powers up.
What I like what you showed us before is that it looks more open than your standard lane-based game, and you're using the term first-person shooter-like.
Yes.
It's very arena-like, very more fluid actually.
Yes.
How do you balance that with so many characters and so many different champions that you have?
Well, it's a complicated process, and we definitely test every champion in every different game mode. We look at things like mobility being a huge factor in certain game modes, and then holding points being a big factor in other game modes. Another thing we did to help with that perceived issue is champions have weapons that will swap skills out. So a typical champion Rook has a skill that will teleport him, a mobility skill. He has a skill swap that'll turn that mobility into a meteor storm strike where he just shoots meteors out, and that's great in laning. So you can use both and pick kind of what you need. Even if you like the champion, you don't have to kind of pick a whole new guy. If you like him, you can stick with him and just get a different set of skills.
Okay, now obviously an important question, how are you going to monetize this? Are all the champions available for free? Do you have to unlock them? How does that work?
Everything you can earn and level up in-game is earnable by game currency. The only thing that is monetized is pure customization elements that don't affect the game, so it's not pay to win at all.
So what kind of cool stuff can you pay for then?
You get some sweet outfits. There are emotes, so special taunts you can have in the game, and that's pretty much all the only monetizable pieces of it. Everything else you can earn or get through rotation.
Okay, sounds fantastic. Thank you for showing us your game. Good luck with it. We're definitely going to follow this with interest.
Thanks.